Welcome, my name is Lorenz. This is the first video in a series called System Self. Today I'm going to explore the line between self-consciousness and self-awareness. You know, self-consciousness is such a natural human predisposition to be concerned about what other people think, about how we might appear, about whether or not we look stupid. It's fundamentally something related to shame and humility, or rather humiliation, and maybe not feeling good enough in some sense. But it's interesting that the very same attribute that fuels that self-consciousness, that same awareness, is actually immanent in self-awareness. And what's the difference between self-consciousness and self-awareness? It's the direction of that awareness, right? When you're self-conscious, it all becomes about you and how the world is responding to you and what the world thinks about you. And when you're self-aware, it really becomes about the world. It's about how you are interacting and influencing the world and how you're contributing to the world and what's going on in your environment. But it's the same thing. It's underneath all of that. It's awareness and how you work with and direct that awareness. And at the heart of it, and this is the really interesting part, is at the heart of it is the unknown, is not knowing, right? That insecurity, the one that makes it all inwardly directed, is the output of, or the response to, not knowing. Right? Not knowing, what does that person think? What is this situation telling me about myself? How am I being judged, right? These are all big unknowns that basically translate to human insecurity. And the shift is in recognizing that everything is actually unknown. Everything around us, when you look deeply and you're very, very honest, you might recognize just how little you know, just how much is constantly emerging in a new way, and how recognizing that emergence, the unknown of that emergence, is actually a source of curiosity. It can be a source of curiosity. It can be a source of openness and inquiry and learning and continual exploration. And this is where self-consciousness becomes self-awareness, is stepping into that unknown intentionally, consciously, recognizing that not only do you not know what's going on inside the other person or even in your environment, but you hardly even know what's going on inside yourself. And there's so much to learn there. And that orientation, that becomes the seed of self-awareness. Because the catalyst of self-awareness isn't that you have this omniscient understanding of everything going on around you. The catalyst of self-awareness is becoming aware of how little you actually know. It is a constant predisposition towards learning and inquiring and questioning into the experience of the present moment. So realizing this in my life and practicing it, this is a constant practice for me at least, and I believe for most people, if taken to heart. It's a practice. It's a practice. So practicing that has been transformational for me. I hope it's an interesting insight for you. This is the first video of a series called System Self, where I'll be exploring awareness of self and the systems that we operate in. So if you like this video, please like it. If you are interested in future updates, please subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you have your own stories about the unknown or how you've transformed self-consciousness into self-awareness, then please share it in the comments below. I look forward to continuing the conversation.